Hello, my fellow Cramburgers. I'm Mr. Church, and while we wait for yet another very delayed update. Oh no, don't worry, the update's coming. Just the scoreboard is delayed. We're going to be building a little camp here on top of a city, Charleston. There's a building here next to the Capitol building, in between here and the fire department. If you come all the way up onto this big phallic blue building here, you can actually put your camp node down on top of the tower thing here right in front of me, but it's almost impossible to get it placed. Don't worry. We are so used to trying so hard to enjoy this game that I'm sure you're going to enjoy putting your camp node down up here. Now, you probably will want a jetpack to be able to get up here. And by the way, it only goes in that one spot there, so good luck. And if you don't have a jetpack, I don't recommend this location. You can only get to the camp itself by fast traveling to it or by flying up the edges, which in the best of times is going to require a lot of AP. So, also, if you don't take fall damage, that's another plus. By the way, I'm putting these carpets down here so that when we're putting stuff down later, it doesn't give us a shitty time because of the random collision that likes to invent itself into reality and ruin our lives yet more. Let's put a tent up on the roof so that when we try to sleep, the only thing that's keeping us awake is the gentle sound of bullets shooting in the distance instead of the raindrops hitting our eyelids, like a torture that was used in certain camps. And let's not, this isn't a history channel. You guys can read about that yourself if you just, read some books or something. I don't know if that's even a thing. And you guys enjoy reading, I don't know. It's something fun to do, if that's fine. I just know that I've met a couple of people in this game while playing that perhaps could have benefited from being taught that skill. I can't place this back here because the tent's stupid, but luckily I can take this turret that was not at all difficult or annoying to get and burn the tent so that I can then place things inside it. So I'm going to trigger this just like I've triggered Jeff by telling him to fuck off, and then store it, and then we can place stuff. As you can see, we can now place stuff in here. But I'm not going to be boring. We're building on a rooftop, and I realized that there are a variety of rooftops to build on, and this one requires a special armor bench. So we're going to do a merge to put this armor bench into this desk. But of course you can't put it on top of the desk. That would be stupid. But you can of course do this. That would be more intelligent. So just line that up so that when you start to merge it, everything is the way you want it to be, basically. Except, oh yeah, this game is fun. So also, Karen, I do enjoy this game. So you can just calm down. Now we're going to make sure this mannequin here is pushing the pressure plate down. Because it is an NPC, technically, it will push the button down. And that means while that button is being depressed, we can just keep picking up and putting down the item on the bottom that we are trying to merge together with the item on the top. And every time you place it down on that pressure plate, of course, it pops it up into the item above it. And I'm sure most of you know all about this, but in case you didn't, this is exactly how this merge is done. I know I breezed through it very quickly in the past, so I wanted to just cover it a little more in depth in case you were standing there drooling in confusion. And if you were, I'm not judging you because I do that every day. Now, can we just... Now, you're going to want to pick up the bottom, whatever piece you had on the bottom. And don't pick up the thing on the top because it'll pop it back up. And now we can place this in here as our little place to sew. And use that tiny little anvil there. It's adorable. And not burn the tent to smithereens with that. That's fine, don't worry about that. Over here we're going to put these junk fences up because Scorch down below will see us and start shooting us And of course, they're specifically not going to shoot at our camp. They're not programmed to do that at all. And that's just fine. Stop asking about it, okay? Now, if you're up here and you're getting shot by stuff, there are, of course, weapons in the game that you can try to equip. If they're, like if your level is high enough, you can actually equip weapons, which will allow you to kill mobs. And I know some of you guys don't like doing that. It's a little too hard to kill stuff in the game, because I get it. They're impossible to kill Scorched and weak feral ghouls, but I believe that you can, and I think that maybe all you ever needed was just someone to believe in you. And if that's you watching right now, I believe in you. You can kill them. You can take your life into your own hands. And if you're from the FBI, I am referring to video game characters that are being killed, and I would appreciate it if you would get off my back about it. This burning greenness, don't worry about that. It's not, of course, green screen like you would think it was. It's just I accidentally got paint all over it. That's what it was, for sure. Nothing else could have happened. No siree. What another fun little merge here that you've never seen before. I know we're doing things a little different today, but seriously, I recently hit 5,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you enough. You guys are really supportive, and it means a lot to me. And I definitely have a lot of fun contents and quality videos coming, or at least the plans for them. I don't have the videos made yet. I can't make videos of the future. But, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out with the, next update, providing they actually let us play the game and don't, revert the update because, I don't know, for example, the scoreboard could have been broken or something. I don't know. But don't worry about any of that. I'm sure everything else will run smoothly. We just have to wait a little bit longer to unlock, all of our repair kits and stuff that we were really looking forward to. But patience is obviously a virtue and also a curse that we are, forced to play this game with a heavy dose of. And let's just, I think that we're perhaps being overly critical. Also, if you're enjoying the update of the private worlds, let me know what your favorite thing about those custom worlds are, because I was able to play with them a little bit in the PTS, and they're pretty fun, but I'm sure there's stuff I didn't experiment with, and I think that there could be some fun stuff in there for, streams in the future, perhaps, but that's another point, obviously, not a segue into, telling you to go follow me on Twitch, where I stream more often than on here. Because I don't really fall for any of that, that's just a shameful self-promotion. It's not my style, so go follow me on Twitch if you want to see streams. I stream occasionally on YouTube, of course, but also more often you'll find a stream on there. And the reason why I've told you to do that is because I don't really want to walk you through how to connect these wires, and that's the other alternative. But now that I think about it, I think that we should all be clear. You just hit the triangle button, or I believe it is the space button if you're on PC. And I don't know what button it is on Xbox, because I didn't buy an Xbox, because I already had a PC and a PS4, and how many fucking Fallout First accounts can you really own? Really? Well, I guess 3. So now, one of the things about building is you learn things as you go, you try different things, and then you look at them and you see how absolutely horrific it looks, and then all you can do really is stand there in shock and confusion at how far you've come as a builder, and you realize, well, fuck, and then you don't fix it, you just leave it like that because no one's going to even look at your camp anyway. Let's face it, you don't have any friends, and you turn your vending machine off because you were afraid people were going to steal all your god rolls, which you only have because you're hoarding them and you're never going to use, or trade because you don't have the time for that because you're too busy sitting here merging items together that no one's going to see, and the cycle continues. But let's not get bogged down by who's sitting here being lonely or sitting on the top of a building. I think that, oh look, it's the green screen again. Don't worry about that, guys. Don't worry about that. But anyway, back to when I was being, really kind and nice, which, I don't like to do that. Like, it makes me feel sick, but, like, I'm forcing myself to because, when I was, released, they said, if you're gonna go out into society, you're gonna need to just, why don't you just, I'm just kidding about being released, of course, I escaped. Now, here, we're gonna put some oil lamps down and, all their crap inside here because it looks good. There's not really an explanation. And let's make sure the armor bench here works before we leave. Okay, that's good. That works. Now, here is the finished product. And, of course, this was a quick tutorial. This is easy to do. It's really, the tricky part is getting up here. And it's really bright. Even at night, I don't need many lights on here. I could have put a lot more. But this area specifically at night does not get that dark. You don't need a ton of lighting here for it to really glow. But it's a really cool space to have your camp. It's a unique location. Not many people build up here because it's a son of a bitch to get the camp down. But all you do is you find like areas like over here. There's not much going on. You take take some junk and just kind of clutter it around and make it feel like someone was here doing things and has a little life going on up here. And that's how you take a very basic and bland area and you turn it into somewhere where people are living and enjoying themselves. And enjoying themselves is, of course, not sarcastic at all because they are probably not blue screening and are able to fast travel to events before they end. So there is, a fully functioning camp up here, though. There's a place to look out and see all the stuff shooting at you from down below. There's this pile of junk here, which allows me to walk up this suitcase, staircase and sit here, with all of my friends who, as you can see, they're all here. And then down here, of course, is the oh, yes. The good news is I fired the guy who was running the camera for this episode. He was negligent, but don't worry about that. I'm sure the quality will be improved in the next video. And down here, there's lots of space for perhaps... like I said, he's fired. Don't worry about it, guys. It's things happen, It's there's a lot going on in the world today, and the man wanted a job, so I paid him 0 money. So he literally gave me his money's worth in effort. And we have, of course, the kitchen area, the place to make our bullets here, and over here we have the unrendering cutout behind the TV that doesn't render in because, well, God knows why it doesn't. I guess it's just a form of camouflage. Just one of those, really unique quality things about Fallout 76 that we've all come to love so much and enjoy deeply. In here we have the finished tent where we can sleep and stay out of the rain when it's on our lips. And listen to radio and get demonetized because we don't have the rights to the music. And then we can also just lay down in this bed and probably... Oh, it does let us sleep in the bed. And then just what you're going to do is sit here jiggling your joystick, and you can take that however you want until your character finally stands up and gets out of bed. But yeah, there's plenty of space in there for you and at least one other person. Let's face it, good luck finding anyone else to even come by anyway. So here is a good little time. And I don't mean that they're not going to come by because you don't have friends, obviously. It's probably just about something else. But one of the things I love about it is it's impervious to damage. Oh. Well, mobs really won't affect you from up here. But perhaps pervious to some damage. But it all depends on your perspective, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I just want to thank all my patrons for your support, and if you're a subscriber as well, thank you for sticking with me for so long. If you liked this video, hit that like button perhaps, and if you're not subscribed, consider it perhaps, and I'll see you in the next video.